Hello Adolphus and hello Yuchen. Thank you so much for your time, and let me introduce you to my temperature measurement system, and this LabVIEW program would help me design this specific system. This program is divided to two panels. On the left hand side we have our front panel, when on the right hand side we have our block diagram. On the left hand side we can see pretty much the control and monitoring system with our on-off button, our emergency stop to terminate the program. We've got our temperature display, also digital version. We've got our current resistance gauge or indicator, and also three LEDs representing low temperature, ambient temperature and high temperature. Right below here we've got our temperature SI units, different one. The top line represents the Steinhart-Hall formula, when this Kelvin for beta for another formula shows us the difference between those two. On the right hand side we've got actually the program, the graphical representation of this program. So we have here analog input with pin 3, pin 5. Pin 3 is voltage incoming voltage, when pin 5 is the voltage after our thermistor, and that's what represent pretty much our voltage divider. We use that to divide the voltage supply and multiply by nominal resistance, what give us eventually our R. We have three coefficients from our online calculator, and in this formula node we're using two formulas, Steinhart at the top and beta at the bottom, and those figures and this resistance is applied to it. That's where all calculation pretty much happening. We have also our timer every 10 seconds. As you can see, all the figures, all the values will reset, and this temperature change will calculate again. Moving to the right, right here, after all those calculations, we can see our logic for different temperature units, which, as you can see, program is running, so the values are slightly different. That's where the all maths happening. Carry on, we can see our temperature display right here, represented by those two graphical units. On the right hand side here we've got our three LEDs. Those three LEDs will depend the value what I apply here. We've got 29 volts or greater or equal. That will be for the high temperature. We've got 28,999 and 26. Between those two are going to be our ambient or my ambient temperature, and 25.999 is going to be our low. Moving to the right, I decided to use our case structure. We've got three case structure with false and true, depends which of those will become true, and then another case structure right here, which eventually pretty much just turning on the output, and this output will be then triggering those LEDs. Right down the bottom here we have our emergency stop, and as you can see, everything, entire program is in the while loop, so we will be running continuously. And also here we have our on-off button, so that's what it represents, program is on, and that's our selector, and obviously true and false value. If you're going to have more questions, I will try to answer those on our presentation. Thank you so much for your time.